It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
We go tonight, black 20.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, they're scared, they're scared. Hey, watch that, watch.
Hardball.
Mike, 54. Crunch time, defense.
What's that?
Right there.
Hardball, set.
On first down, it's gone. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
We go set.
Hey, pick it up, D.
Ready?
Twist. He's coming.
X3, 218, chop it.
Show it.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
What's that?
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 29, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
3 down. Watch twist.
They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Darnold. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
64, weak.
Check 1-3. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the pass. Slam,
On the ground, Michel. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
4 down. Check.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check 3.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than. We've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
180. Obama. Let's make these babies crawl. Value 3.
Wide, get wide.
Attack.
Check right.
Goff on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
What? Like 20.
Mike 54. Come on, boy.
Yeah, which wall? Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike.
Goff now looks to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight left. Alert.
On the toss, here's Michelle. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Lift.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold completes it to Aguilar. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
I'm coming. Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Again, Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got him, on me.
Hard ball.
Now gone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Push him back.
Five.
Check Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for gone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
We're going to start.
Guys,
180.
let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Darnold from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Darnold now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Zoo!
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Airing one out for Boyd. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
We got 4. We got 4.
Darnold on 1st down. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 10. Darnold. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive.
And he's going to go down. Back back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check the out, check the out. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Gone. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
What? Like 20.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Whirling, whirling.
Tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
3rd and 2. Gone. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
First down.
On 1st and 10, gone. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
43-yard line.
Ring goes tonight. 180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Check, check, check.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Man over the middle, and it's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Tonight. 180. 17. 17. 17.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Now a first down throw, gone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Right there. 54. 54 Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To the air again. Gone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right. Strong right.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You gonna get this, boy?
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got
Out of the gun, gone. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now Goff on first down. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Again, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Cut. 20.
Mike's 5-4. I got it. Rush in.
Ric Flair.
Under 10. 10.
Turbo set. Cut.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run.
Shell.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
Gone. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here goes tonight. 180.
54. Mike, 54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey,
Shell. What?
On first down, gone. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Watch the run.
Turbo set.
And again this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You better bring it. 12. Mike 54. Mike.
Now it's gone.
You got nothing.
Over the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, here's Gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Chiefs 21. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football. This game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We're going to start. Okay, double up.
On second down, Michelle. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a damage. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Room to run again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Chiefs 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
It's just me and you. 5. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go.
Goff now to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Check, 55.
Goff on third down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break. Are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
You got to get the ball until you get the...
Super one. We go, 76. Hey, wahoo!
Goff throwing again. He's going to launch this thing way down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in.
Darnold, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They come out here in the eye. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Goff now looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Super. Right there in the middle, 55. Pick it up, guys.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 28. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they followed it led to a touchdown. One-score game here. You got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch 54. 3 buds.
And it's Michelle once again. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 58 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Switch.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Rip left. Go red 80. Check Mike 99.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, here I come.
Hey, Delta.
Here I come. Here I come. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
I hope you brought your left.
2 for 1.
50.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now it's gone. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
I got wide.
11.
Right there. 50. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Check 14. 14.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't